Maybe no one can trace this right there. Up over here, counting. You turn this around.
Okay, in that case,
Maybe
okay.
the router didn't do that. I don't know.
Yeah, the router's fine because the internet's working.
Yeah, no, it's working fine on all the other machines.
Yeah.
So it's either my cable or my port, one of them.
Well, didn't they make us buy like a 6-something Ethernet cord?
Well, that's what I'm using. 'Cause remember,
No.
we ended up with a bunch of them, and I took one of them as
Oh.
one of the spares.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it could have gotten damaged in my backpack.
But did you just swap them out?
Well, yeah. And this one's behaving a lot better than the other one did.
Um,
Maybe because it's coiled too long? Have it been coiled too long?
welcome, Manifold of Knowledge.
Awesome! It's fun time. I got weird grip.
Many of the current systems are under repair and may not be accessible.
That's fine. We're gonna lock down all the terminals in the building. Password's gonna be a chupacabra. They can't spell it. You only get one try. All terminals locked down. Password checker. Oh, I'll show you how to spell it. Insert if you know how to spell it. We have.
Please be aware those above your rate may be able to lift the requested lockdown.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Wait, that's it. Like that. There's also intruders. Had security protocols going to check. Yes. Oh, it has a long story.
The situation is currently being dealt with. Full of knowledge. How else maybe how else may assistance be brought to you?
Start by looking at the areas that are already catered. Like, it's talking about the system itself, right? Not about the outside world.
Well, there are the systems are damaged because of external damage.
So, alright, show me where the damages are. I will get somebody on it to repair it.
A sentinel has already been dispatched.
Okay, cool. Bet. Alright, so, just focus on taking out the intruders that are not these people.
Do you happen to know the origin of the interdimensional disturbance?
No, we need to find that out. It's on the checklist. It's just here on the checklist, not there. There. But we will get to the bottom of it. Yes. But I'm not 100% sure yet. I need more data before I come to a concrete conclusion. Did I need something from this system? Are we spying on it?
Well, we didn't know what the system did.
Okay, cool.
You were all like, just put me in here. I was like, okay, well that way
Well,
we'll find
yeah,
out
well,
what it does.
it's
As I said, in the security controls, there is a protected black box with spikes on it.
I want to take a closer look at the black box. I'm not going to touch it. I'm not going to try and hack it right now. I'm going to study the protection software around it while it carries out the orders I've already given.
Okay. Studying it, the protection software has a skill level of 30. It also has aggressive countermeasures.
Again, that's I'm not trying to do anything to it. I'm trying to look at it and study it. I don't want to be baked into a non-existence just this early on in the game. Just
Yeah. So whatever it is, it's very, very above whatever your user's level is.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's okay, because I will continue studying it, and I will see if there's a way to make myself even more of a friendly that I don't come off as a hostile.
You're not a hostile right now. You're just
Yeah, but if I go to mess with it, they're not gonna go, oh, somebody's trying to tamper with the black box and attack me, versus, oh, it's just Rebecca from accounting. She's okay. Type of thing. That's what I mean.
Okay.
And I know it's not going to happen right away, so if I have to take a few rounds, then that's fine.
Okay.
I will fill in Cole. See, I remember that name, because Cole is from Charmed, okay? I can remember that. Because I loved Cole from Charmed.
So I just have to pick names that are attached to characters you have the hots for.
I know, I never had the hots for Cole. I just liked Cole when he was a demon versus when Phoebe
Fixed him.
yeah. So that was sad.
Oh no.
Okay.
Okay.
You guys keep sporadically kind of going in and out. So that's one thing.
Yeah, we've been having connection issues over here.
Oh fuck! Oh fuck!
What happened?
I think one of our ODSTs just got fucked up. Outside, Dr. Hunter will get to be a doctor in a minute. Doesn't mean that the guy doesn't die horribly.
Oh here. Oh shit! Oh shit! 1 second. Their set block is over here. Body is 38. HTist.
God damn it, who told you to die?
Oh fuck. "13 yards of knockback later, and that's only because Staff Sergeant Spartan hit an object.
So what I'm hearing is that he would have flown farther. Thankfully, who placed that wall there?
you'll hear Ross go, John! Will be a voice from a loudspeaker. Okay. At least you stole it. And it looks like it's one UNSC troop out of the Commander General's hair, and more importantly, out of my hair. And now I suggest, however many of you that there are left, that you surrender, because I'm certainly not gonna allow you to leave. I don't think about shooting me like you did my friends. I don't think you can even get through the glass. Well, I mean, she says glass, it shouldn't have the DR.
Oh, I say it's the full deal.
Anyone know what sort of material that stuff is? That quote glass is?
Transparent steel.
Hmm.
Connor will speak up. The animal has moved up. It's this one looks to be a bit more intelligent than the other one. Can anyone get a read on John?
John's dead.
Don't joke.
Dr. Hunter, you are right next to the jackrabbit.
Okay.
What would you like to do? There's clearly the sounds of big bangs going on from in one of the adjacent rooms, and at least over the comms, the sound of an ODST going down.
Okay. I'll say she's gonna radio to Cole. I'll say I know you said you needed me over here, but I'll say I know you said you needed me over here. But saving the troops. I'll say saving the troops takes
No, that's by all means. Take the jackrabbit and go around.
Okay.
I'll be with you in a minute.
Okay, just so you're aware, the oops, there's some switches. The jackrabbit has a normal combat move of 22, but a full combat move of 55. Given the hallways, if you are going to move at the full combat move, that is going to be there's definitely going to be penalties to navigate the hallways at those speeds.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to attempt that.
Even 22 should cover a good amount of ground.
And that's just assuming you want to use the jackrabbit. It sounds like you are. Am I right?
Definitely recommend it.
Dr. Hunter?
Yeah, I'm right here.
I'm just wanting a confirmation as to what you're doing.
Yeah, I'm taking the jackrabbit. I'm maneuvering through the hallway as carefully as I can because I mean it is a hallway, so I'm not going to be trying to go all out on this fucking thing.
Okay. The quote unquote safer move speed of 22 will get you out here in a turn.
Okay.
You can. Yeah, you can see Sergeant John Spartan just limp against the entryway quote unquote stonework.
Gotcha.
Okay. Okay. As far as you're willing to go right now, just give me the option again to, with the roll, move at a faster speed.
I don't have the roll to actually be able to go full out. So.
Okay. So I'm starting to put anything right now.
I'll say because if I go down, then no one's getting healed. So.
I will be healed. I will be healed just fine.
I'm glad it was a Marine set and not that. Wow, that person keeps like going to roll freaking sixes. Holy shit. Okay, she will speed load to load in the more lethal intercept. I thought the submachine gun had a damage defense.
Should have armor advisor too.
I forget to put that in the thing.
Yes, you must have. Yeah, it's got armor advisor too.
Okay. Okay, corrected. Nah. My claw isn't penetrating the armor.
This thing is obviously.
Oh, it's assault weapon, but he has SMG.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Ross, get into that gun gear. See if it has a heavier weapon. Let's see how it'll deal with the chain gun. Ghost. Wow, this is rolling really well, actually. 15 minus 4 for the wild shot. Okay. Oh, that PD though. There is the loud sound of the gun goose's twin chain guns just unleashing their fury. Unfortunately, the between the movement and the armored sloping on the Cyclops that Stone is piloting is causing the shots to spark or ricochet or deflect off of the armor slopes. Let's see, there's no more insurrectionists to insurrection, because they've been knocked out or killed. Cool. You are now in this tall, such large room. It looks like you do not have Maverick here to man your sensor systems.
Nope.
So in here somewhere, in theory, should be Dr. Tam. I was about to say the guy's first name.
And unfortunately, I don't have time to talk about that, but I'm running this way. Like, Dr. Tim, we're here to extract you.
Tanner, go.
Dr. Tan?
Yeah, Tanner.
Dr. Tanner, we're here to extract you since it seems you were taken against your will. If you're here, speak up. As he's running towards the wall.
Oh, wait, the name is folder. You'll hear from up above. Oh, good. Good. I think that gunfire was you.
Yeah, that was me.
Is much like echoing from high above.
Yeah, let's look up, zoom. Yeah, telescopic zoom up from it.
You see, and I'm just gonna drop them on the token right here. You see this individual. He from zooming in, you see that he has a bundle of cable with a makeshift ramshackle-looking grappling gun that he must have used to get up like 150 yards.
Okay, Doc, I'm going to need you to stay up there for a minute.
I'd very much like to get down.
Yeah, well, unless you want to deal with whatever my team on the other side of this wall is dealing with, I think you're safer up there.
Okay, good point, yeah.
I'll be back for you in a second. You know how durable this wall is?
It is made out of some pretty stuff. However, if you can, okay, the vault is if you're doing something like demolitions versus just hitting with regular fire, it's going to have DR 30 HP 50. Keep in mind, more than one class 6 block stacks.
Oh yeah, but class 6 takes time, but I don't necessarily have. DR 30, HP 50 says I can't just body check through it. Like, I would
well, I believe crashing through it. Maybe, you know what you could do?
The ODSTs have plastics. I do not.
Oh, I thought you picked up the plastics for the truck.
I gave it to the people like.
Oh, that is true. However, there is something I would like to...
No, you're right. I did take something. You're right. I got it written down right here. 5 pounds of... Yeah. Anyway.
There is... Showing to everybody. There is extra effort for things. Including the generic extra effort that would apply to brute strength ST, which I would count if you're wanting to try to stun a few things.
I think I can force enough extra strength to do more, do more than 80 damage. That's the problem.
Well, you do have Spartan level fatigue pulse.
Well, no, I understand that. I'm just. It's like, what I need is extra effort for. You can't extra effort damage, which is what I need to smash through the wall.
Well, I get that, but given that your damage really is just exerting a lot of pressure on an immaterial object, that's why I was considering using this for the purposes of trying to extra effort yourself through the wall.
Okay.
Like, yeah, for punching a person, probably not. But you're not really doing that here.
It's skills, threatening current T,
Which would be
and then
level
I
C,
see
right?
point of extra effort. Okay, so I currently have 0 T. I only take the T if I fail. Roll against the appropriate or skills, threatening current fatigue. The effort, following fires for returning. Box modification, some feats. Okay, so I'm going to roll against appropriate this time. Basically, it's my action for turn.
Yeah, so it's -3 per, basically per point of extra strength that you're.
Extra effort through the wall is going to be an action, just like pulling the wall is going to be an action.
Well, I would count this as you use your movement to try to slam through it.
Okay. So I'm taking a -10. So that turns my effective ST at 70. So now what am I rolling to get through the wall? I'm just trying to juggernaut through.
I worked at Flip because I was expecting explosives and not.
And you still may get explosives.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out is this even doable right now? Also, if it works, looks really stupid if it doesn't. Only I had my AI to run math for me. Damn it, she's in sleep mode again.
one. CGST was effectively,
Now effectively is 7,
what was it for?
65.
Okay. So to me, what I'm seeing here, I'm just kind of looking at the kind of the force you can put upon it. For taking not bogging down things too much with an exertion of multiple tons on a small area, given your effort, I'll let you be able to burst through the wall with that extra effort.
Okay, I don't have to roll anything.
Is that the area of the wall that you're going to burst through?
Yeah.
Okay.
4. Running and fast draw. I don't know what the scale on this bad boy is.
That is a good question. I will let you know what the scale is right now. +1.
Oh, chickens. Accidentally. That's my Get back. Let's see. Okay. Come back. Let's see. Guess those are small. That. Okay, so smashing through was not an action.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Yeah. So, alright, so smash through. It's going fast draw, cylinder from hip, shuck towards back corner of room. Flashbang! Yes, I do pretty if I recall correctly, this, I don't know this particular Cyclops, because the art on that one is different from the art I have, but like in theory it's space capable, so in theory it counts as sealed for the purposes of ear protection, but not for eye protection, so that's -2. The Morlani, on the other hand, should get -5.
Oh, the Milani's at -5.
Because the Morlani's not. I mean, the Morlani doesn't have eyes or ears.
It has sound-based something.
So it does not have eyes.
Yeah.
They say if you have ear or eye protection, it's -2. If you don't have that, it's -5.
Okay.
If you have both, then it's just HD.
No, it's usually a sound.
Okay, so I don't know if that means it's extra sensitive or how that would work. But yeah,
Either way,
either way, fair. I assume that more like
the 9v11 was Morlani, the 11v10 was Stone.
Well, if it has hyper hearing, it doesn't tell me what that would mean. But, I mean, so bang, it affects it, but the flash doesn't with the eyes. So I guess that would be nice too, then, because of eye protection.
Yeah.
Okay, so the Morlani is fought, made it exactly, and the back pilot is Stone.
They're not just blind, they're stunned.
According to the flashbang stat block, must make HT roll at minus X, Y, or Z, or be physically stunned.
Oh shit, okay.
The victim must make T rolling with the same modifiers each turn to recover from the stun. So, yes, I can't penetrate the armor, but I can fuck up the pilot. Page 127.
Okay, if you are stunned, all your active defenses are at -4.
And he has to roll HT to, if he fails, he doesn't get a turn.
Yeah.
Now that's for normal stun. I don't, it says on the flashbang, victim continues rolling with the same modifiers each turn to recover from the stun. So I think that means in theory next on every turn they'll roll the HT -2,
Yeah.
as opposed to flat HT. But in theory, I took away their turn, and because I chuck it back there, it doesn't hit any of the turns.
Guess for lack of a better item. Okay. Maverick is tabulating.
Is that what we're calling that?
The Marlani will shake its head, and it looks like it's almost been being forced to kind of focus. It is charging at you.
So they say she rolled to get a turn.
Well, it's the one that.
Oh, right, it's the one that just made it. Right.
Yeah, because it has AC at 13. That's why it was versus 11.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, versus 2. It should be. Oh, because I did it wrong. Stone's AC is 12 minus 2 is 10. 7 is 10. I believe that happens at the end of the turn.
I presume so. Yeah. It's only getting one turn, so I guess that's something.
Well, then that would be this turn. So they don't get this turn. Okay. Dr. Hunter.
Okay. Guess we're heading over to Mr. John Spartan.
Yep. If you can make, I believe it's a diagnosis roll or a physician roll.
Position. There we go.
Yep. While you roll that, I'll be back in a moment.
Position. Roll. Sorry. He's no suck. It's been good so far today. Okay. Odds are in my favor. Oh shit! There we go. I'm assuming first aid is what I'd be doing.
I believe he said physician.
Yeah,
I mean,
another skill which you need to be more appropriate.
Well, he was asking about first aid.
Well, physician is more advanced than first aid.
Okay, well, I rolled a 5 on physician, so I beat it by 10.
10. Okay, I believe that would make your skill a okay. Yeah, that should be a crit. Okay, from what you can tell, the internal injury has killed Staff Sergeant Transporting. That being said, I understand you have a doctor's bag on you.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
What does that have in it?
I'd say, according to the write-up, generic, life-saving and surgical tools plus X number of drugs that they wrote down, such as revive capsule, plastic skin patches, hypercoagulant, suspend, acetylene, analgene, super stim, quick heal, and again, generic medical tools for surgery and life-saving.
Okay. If you are wanting to stabilize the staff sergeant, you will need to do some quick field surgery combined with suspend. If you're wanting to get him back up and running, it'll be a surgery roll with a penalty, because you're essentially taking a person who by all rights is dead and trying to make them active. So basically, you could try to stabilize, or you could try to get them to be barely operable, but operable. Which one are you wanting to go for?
Taking a quick look. Let's see. See, I'm definitely going to do the surgery. Getting him up and running definitely sounds too difficult.
Okay. In that case, in combination with the suspend, all I need is a surgery roll.
Okay.
Unless you have a specific plan that you want to do.
I was partially debating something.
Oh, yeah, if you have any alternative ideas.
What is? What is? These guys aren't effectively like cyborgs, are they?
No, these guys are just normal humans in body armor.
Okay. Okay. So I'll just focus on getting them stable at the moment.
Okay. I think the surgery roll is pretty good. I don't know what the skills are.
I mean, technically, I have what effectively boils down to 3 and 4 chance of success.
That's okay. Her surgery is at 14.
Oh. Oh, 11. Okay. Okay. It'll be your turn, but between having to spend, it'll be stabilized, but rather more specifically, he will be resuscitated and put into critical but stable condition. To be more precise.
Alright.
Sergeant's turn is coming back to life.
Okay.
Okay. Just so you're aware, the sergeant has not regained consciousness, but they are alive.
Okay. He's like, alright guys, I must say, Sergeant John Spartan is alive.
There'll be a whoop from Connor and a thanks Doc from Russ.
I'll say, no problem. He is, I must say, I was debating getting him back up and running, but seemed a little. I feel like you guys probably didn't actually want him doing anything. You know, seeing as how he was dead a minute ago.
So yeah, stabilize him now. We can patch him up after the fighting.
All right. Ideally, do we have anywhere that we can put him to make sure that he stays safe?
If you put him on the back of the bike, you can probably get him behind any of that cover around here.
If he's going to be moved, I will need either a first aid or a physician roll at +2 due to his fragile condition.
Or you can just leave him on the ground and keep the fight between him and fire.
Yeah, I will move the bike between him and that must say between the bike between oh yeah, okay. So I'm going to move the bike in front of him, and then I'm going to hide behind the bike. So it's going to be John, me, then the bike.
Well, just to confirm, your surgery kind of took your turn.
Okay, cool. I mean that's what I'm doing like next go around. I'm gonna assume maybe there's a Geneva Convention thing going on, and people can't just shoot at medics.
They're insurrectionists, but they still follow the Geneva Convention.
So who knows? I mean, do
You
one
might be right. I
side.
don't know. We'll find out.
So
Right now,
do
there's
one
some
side.
little flashbang, so you got a moment to breathe.
I'm gonna assume that if they're giving us the option to surrender, they're not actually trying to shoot a medic.
They're bad guys, but they're not bad guys.
I'll say, this is the apocalypse. You don't shoot the medic. Saying you can do during the apocalypse is shoot the medic. I'll say, don't shoot the medic, don't shoot the farmer. Don't shoot the guy who knows how to operate the weapons.
Okay, Sergeant Connor was able to shoot the Norlani in the mouth where there is no armor.
I'm thinking of 5.5.
The insurrectionists that can't roll anything. Yeah. Oh, okay. So, 14 failed, KO, make or KO, doesn't matter. Death. So you are unconscious. Mouse will be firing. Oops. Will be firing at. There's what? 6 yards away.
Yep.
That's just within short range. This makes wait a sec. No, the HUD wouldn't count for the
Yeah.
yeah.
Everything else is telling us not linked into it.
And the ODC is zero ODC don't have luck or anything.
I don't believe so.
Okay.
They do have a +1 size bonus.
That is true. We should make it 15 minus 30. That shit, okay.
Wait, he's at 5 bonus.
Yeah, and
So that's a penalty of 0.
I thought it was 6 yards. Where are you getting 5?
Measuring from Cyclops to.
Ah, okay. My mistake. I was measuring to the person in the vehicle, not the vehicle itself.
He's in the vehicle, right? So Captain Vehicle should count, right? In which case he does it. It's only like 3 points a day, right? It's not. You get a armor piercing, whatever these things have.
1 second, because it was firing at Finn. I believe because it's attached to the vehicle. Isn't that counter recoil?
That counted recoil, yeah.
Only going 0 to 1. It is 10 shots. However, we need to see if this successfully strikes.
-4, please.
You're right. Because the stun that hits 3 times. I'm not rolling for each individual bullets. I'm just multiplying them.
3 times bullet, and then half the armor piercing.
Oh, then that because they're piercing. Okay. That becomes 15 points of damage. Okay. Given the time, should we end here with me giving a? And you have to do this, but it's a set possession. There is a sealed pit that's right next to.
Yeah, I did see the pit. That was a thought. I had a cool thought, but the pit is a good backup plan.
Yeah.
I'd like to go one more round if Brian's up for it. If not, yeah, this is a good place to stop.
So I don't mind doing one more. If you think we can get something done.
And I think we can get something done.
Okay.
Especially considering, half the group is down.
Well, 169.
Okay. So we're going to make a mad up so I can do that. Gonna land on do that. Right, I'll move my focus on that. So you know how.
Holy shit! Some superhuman leaps going on here.
I'll jump 65.
Nice.
So come down on the thing. Going to reach down and try to pull the autocannon off his arm. I'll strip that lifting or grapple.
What's your lifting capacity?
I am intending to put in extra effort, so it'll be a 70. Strength 70.
Okay. Make me a strength roll. You have force for it. I just want to
Okay.
make sure that you.
So what I'm going to do then is the intention then is, and I don't know if this would count as an all out. So if I'm asking for a roll, tear cannon off, put barrel of cannon to canopy, and fire.
Jumps as a party to move. That sounds like it'll be within the spirit of it all.
Okay. I think 60 bucks you think.
You're using it as an autocannon?
The intent was pulling his autocannon off the arm, put it against the canopy, and fire into the pilot compartment. Yeah, because he's all like, "You have nothing that can get through my armor." I was like, "You're right, you do." Downside, whatever gets through his hand. Upside, since I'm cold shotting the pilot compartment, that might help. I don't. Oh.
Actually, I think I should go here.
Like, I need double tap, but I'm not sure how cultural the pilot compartment works. In that instance.
Okay. Like an injury is assuming that you have to be hitting locations as a person in it. However, because you're specifically targeting it, I will give you a much larger chance of hitting the person who's only 1d6.
1.
Roll me one more time.
4.
Transferring damage with fiction. In armor piercing, is armor piercing, so it would be.
Say whatever this is.
Uh,
One of those made it. I don't know which.
this, so I'm just going to bring out stone just so I can do HP stuff and
Stone is the guy we came here for, right?
But no, Dr. Tanner's version left the message.
Well, I know Tanner left the message, but there was like a named insurgent or something. That...
Yeah. This is there was Commander General Zenka.
Okay, Zenkai's the name.
There's one of Zenka's squad leaders. Hits the high skill and access to better equipment.
Right. So I was confirming that this was the lieutenant, not the final boss. That's...
Yeah. HP good. Okay. I just want you to know, you've dropped the Cyclops exosuit down to 13 HP.
Yeah, I see that.
And the pilot is unconscious due to injury.
But we now have a Cyclops exosuit.
Speed the fuck up, but yes.
Well, yeah, but we have an engineer who could possibly do something about that.
That's very true.
And then we put the engineer in the exosuit, and then she's, you know... Or we put the injured ODST in the exosuit, and then he doesn't have to possibly get more injured.
True. Though the other is he is unconscious.
Oh, yes, she has time to fix the injury stuff. But either way, Spartan has avenged Spartan.
John Spartan, John 117's cousin.
Actually, not named after the guy from Demolition.
AI is still tabulating.
He is unconscious. Insurgents are unconscious. So yeah, Brian should have a minute to either move the truck or try to get Spartan better.
Okay, yeah, Brian, what would you like to do? Now, again, I just want to reiterate that John Spartan is in critical condition. Though, stable as long as they're not, roughed up too much.
Gently move him to cover.
Okay, position plus 2, if you're wanting to, ensure that injuries are not exacerbated. Just so you know, they are 1 hit point below auto death, just to give you an idea of how critical they are.
Would this be a place where application of a quick heal patch would help?
Yeah, it's like 1d6.
1d hit point takes 10 minutes, over the course of the next 10 minutes, you restore 1d hit points.
Okay. Don't you have something that temporarily restores hit points?
The hypercoagulant. That restores 1 hit point. Acetylene. Return to full HP for HP plus 2 hours, then revert to your previous HP minus 1. Plus the additional damage taken. Which is why I was saying quick heal will get them into the positive, and then you could do the acetylene.
Yeah, you could do that if you absolutely need John Spartan on his feet. Ideally, you would want.
It's like quick heal at least getting out of the automatic death. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ideally, we do want them out of the if we poke them improperly, then
Okay.
just bleed.
You can use the quick heal, and you can use your it's damage, but technically with the way it is. You can use physician to try to regain him to consciousness after the quick heal. If you use the acetylene, you're essentially using a combat drug to have him ignore the injuries. Ideally, he needs to be in a field clinic or a hospital.
and also penalty, which says he just feels no pain for the next half HT hours, so he would ignore all pain penalties.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're just trying to get him where it's safe to move him, quick heal, and physician.
Yeah.
It's like up on your feet, soldier. Gotta get you out.
I'll need a physician roll if you're wanting to bring him back. And it sounds like we're gonna wait the 10 minutes for quick heal to kick in.
If we try to secure the area and see if we can hold him for 10 minutes.
Okay.
I will go retrieve the doc for that for 10 minutes. So.
Okay.
Which,
So he has like damaged. You said damaged organs and everything, correct?
Multiple broken ribs, multiple internal injuries.
Okay. So what I'm going to do, because it says that I can do this, I've got. Okay. So while I'm doing this, I am going to be taking up Masay. I'm going to be taking apart my carbon nanotube pressure tent poles, and I'm going to use these along with the tent to pretty much try to MacGyver together MacGyver together like a torso cast, so that even while he's standing or we're trying to help him to stand, he doesn't bend in any sort of awkward ways that might cause him to aggravate any wounds or broken bones.
I don't know if you necessarily need to dismember your tent for that, considering he's wearing body armor, like with a breastplate. You probably could use the breastplate for that.
I'm trying to keep him like rigid.
Right, so that's what I mean. It's like this, he's got the solid breastplate that covers the front and the back, so you could probably use that to form, as the main body of the cast, kind of like those metal support brace things they make people wear when they've had a spinal injury.
The chest plate does have a major dent in it.
Yeah, I suppose I can fix that. But I'm just saying, I agree with you. Your idea of MacGyvering. I'm just saying you do have the body armor that you probably use to help you with that.
I mean, technically, I must say, would I be able? I must say, I was thinking the holes from the tent as like the splint parts in order to keep things from doing stuff, because I assume the armor is like pretty badly damaged.
The armor has like a massive dent in it from where the lifter freaking did a full power swing into his chest.
Okay.
Hence, the shattered ribs and like punctured things.
That was part of what I was saying. I was like, I feel like the armor would require like welding and stuff to actually, reshape and do that. Whereas I'm like, I already have pipes and poles here that, I don't have armor repair, I don't think.
That would be armory, I think.
Yeah. Armory, actually I do, but it's only for spaceship weaponry and vehicular weaponry.
So you could default it at a penalty. I don't know if I could help you just bend it into place with the super strength, but...
Yeah, but you can,
if Cole is assisting you, with things like helping you with holes in the armor, I'll say that the super strength will give a 3 bonus.
And you also get a +3 bonus because this is definitely a lengthy task, so your single-mindedness kicks in.
Alright.
Hey, I got the grapple shots on the building.
You said this is another super role, or is this a physician role?
I'm sorry, I was yawning. What?
You said it was physician, or
Yes, it would be physician versus surgery because you're doing, bindings and splints.
So yeah, physician plus 6.
okay, make it by 8.
8, okay. Terrific. We do that, Tanner.
Say reset some bones. Reset some bones. Put some use some flex seal on them. Flex seal stops the bleeding.
Oh, did you lose someone? Dr. Tanner will say.
Just for a moment. Getting punched by a Cyclops will do that.
I'm surprised you were able to bring him back.
Yeah, one hell of a medic, apparently. She
I'm
wears
not-
many hats.
She'll hold up her flask. I'm gonna say she'll hold up her flask, take a swig. She,
Dr. Mina Hunter, our technical expert. I present Dr. Tanner, the guy who in theory, knows about the tech we came here to find.
Hey, doctor. How you doing? Want a cigarette?
I think I've been smoked out enough.
Would you like a cocktail to ease your nerves?
Yes.
That's mostly. She's gonna grin and like, my man. She was like, excuse me, I gotta, she was like, excuse me, she was like, I gotta, she was like, if you give me a moment, I have to finish working with this gentleman to make sure that he stays on the roster and that the military doesn't have to try to enlist anyone else young and stupid to come out here.
I'll take your time.
Mostly while she's like reassessed. I'm not saying while she's like reshuffling. I'll say while she's like reshuffling, she's like, it was like, what has you all the way up here?
Commander General Zenta and his crew grabbed myself and Dr. Katsumaru to aid with a to a project that we were assisting with. Unfortunately, well, I guess clearance doesn't mean much at the moment, does it?
Given that we were sent here to find whatever, yeah, I think we're clear to know what it is we're supposed to be retrieving or destroying, depending on whether it was movable or not.
Oh, it's looks at you, Cole. It's definitely movable if you have that. Katsumaru and myself weren't the heads in the distinction of assistance of sorts, but it's a device based around based around hybrid technology, some of which I was not privy to. That that was designed with the idea of being able to destroy any known covenant worship in ideally one glass, but realistically maybe 2 or 3. Dr. Ross, Zenka's scientist, has been incentivizing us to help get it into a workable order, given that it is no longer in its original testing lab.
You know where they moved it?
It's on Zenka's ship. We know that the sublight engines gave out during the course of the attempted landing of this planet.
You know where the ship went down? Or we could look in?
If I don't get thrown off by some of the remaining shrouding effects of the space, I should be able to get you there. But there's some covenant pylons repaired with some of the ruins technology to bring them back online.
Did you guys bring the pylons in, or were those here when you got here?
They were on Zenka's ship.
Okay, so Zenka has contacts that have access to Covenant technology.
From what I could tell, it was salvaged from other enterprises you must have done. Because it looked pretty grand. Sorry, are you familiar with them?
What I rolled to know if I'm familiar with additional pylons.
Like military history, IQ. In this case, it would be net IQ -3 if you don't have like any kind of other history skill or what kind of
I thought it said explosive ordnance sensors.
what kind of electronic ops skills do you have? Or electronic skills?
I have electronic ops, comms, and sensors. Satellite fair military, soldier skill, traps. Yeah, it sounds like I'm looking at you. Is there anything that Doc could roll?
Weird science includes knowledge, right?
Yeah.
You could roll weird science.
Okay.
I can manage 3.
Yeah, I was giving you a bonus giving you military background.
Okay. Make it.
Yeah,
Okay. What do you think of this? I'm just
luck, yeah, just so you know, because I think you're thinking of 5th edition. Okay. What they were doing. The Covenant pylons are Covenant technology. They're towers that emit cloaking fields to obscure, gathering points and things of that nature.
Okay, fixed stealth fields. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know if you recall, but the radio message was we're dispatching forces from the southwest pylon.
Yeah. And you said they were salvaged, which means they might be damaged, which means there might be an energy signature we possibly could scan for with Maverick's help.
Yeah, you need like a rad scanner.
She is a multi-scanner.
Yeah.
Anything else in this complex here of note? I mean, clearly they were looking for you, but they brought a lot of heavy ordnance in here to find you, so I don't know if there's anything else.
Well, he was planning on retaliating against UNSC facilities, but obviously crashing put a little damper on the plan.
Oh yeah, I understand that, but I would, again, there's a lot of stuff that I would think it would be defending the ship if as opposed to just coming to look for you. Like the Cyclops seems a little heavy just to come find you. Which is why I was like, if there's anything else here worth.
The Cyclops was Alina's favorite, but I know he has. I know Zenka has some more. You have already seen the gun goose there. Primarily the Jackrabbit scouting vehicles has a small handful of Cyclopses. I've seen 2 dozen. 2 dozen of the gun gooses. There might be more, and I've heard talk from the crew that that there are a few prized captured warthogs that I haven't seen them.
But there's nothing else in this ruin complex.
Oh, the ruined complex. There appears to be ruined defenses here, but Katsumaru and I were incentivized to use some of name right? Some of Alistair's theory to come up with target jamming systems.
Yeah, I think we found those actually. Also, the sensor jamming satchel. It was your work.
It's a part of instructions I gave as a part of my distress call. It sounds like someone must have actually received it. I wasn't sure if there was really anyone on this file.
And I only found, I guess, a shot up truck, which I'm guessing is yours.
Not mine.
Okay, well, somebody got shot up, and then there was another abandoned truck nearby.
Huh.
So it sounds like we got squatters too to watch out for. Alright, so if there's nothing else in this particular ruin complex, we could probably use it as a place to catch our breath. And then we can, start making for the ship.
Well, let me tell you, since I'm not the weapon I mentioned.
Mhm.
I'm not 100% sure how as to how that was part of the problem with getting it to work with Zenko's ship to begin with, but it somehow utilizes the it looks like he's trying to kind of figure out some way to dumb down what he's about to say. The quantum fields of subspace as a part of his gathering and destruction process.
Could that have been the energy pulse we saw earlier?
Sounds like he tried to test it. My understanding is it should become a coherent beam if it's designed to blow things up.
Oh, in this case, it was more of an AOE pulse. All right. Well, hopefully the two of you can figure that out when we get there.
There's more than just Stone here and Zenko shows the ship to worry about. There's a Vaughn and a Corwin that also lead is security functions. If they aren't out here, if none of them are doing patrols, and they would very well be coordinating the defense of the ship.
Well, we dodged a few patrols on the way in, so they could have been one of those, or they're, as you said, defending the ship. We'll worry about that. We can assess that when we get there. For your own safety, I recommend grabbing a vest or something off one of those guys.
Okay,
It's like they're all asleep, so they're not going to miss their kind of infantry gear.
they'll go and scavenge the armor.
Sounds like there are going to be some decisions that have to be made, especially in regards to Eric's squaddy, so we probably ought to...
Okay.
It seems like a logical break point at this point. You know, we got the intel dump and everything. I don't know if Eric wants to do any interrogations or whatever. And obviously a decision has to be made on what to do about Spartan, which his CEO should probably make.
Because, I mean, you do have the medical know-how to force them into a combat-ready state.
I'd say, yeah, we can either dump a bunch of quick heal into him or use the other thing, but... Again, that's a decision he and Eric, I think, because he's Eric and Eric's NPC, Eric should. And again, we could always shove him in the mech suit and that, gives him a certain degree of protection. That's definitely an Eric decision.
Yep.
Alright. But we completed one dungeon, got the doctor. I think, today was productive.
Next part should involve Maverick's further solution system.
Mm-hmm.
And the encroachment onto the insurgent vessel to rescue the other scientists, retrieve or destroy the, for lack of a better term, subspace weapon. And see what other twists are in store. Any preliminary thoughts on the groups? I mean,
That's a Brian question about say, yeah, it's like it's GURPS. I mean, we GURPSed it. But yeah, it's like, what are you thinking of the GURPS so far?
I must say, I've missed it. It's so many different skills.
Yeah, it's amazing how both anally specific and incredibly generic these skills are.
Yeah, because these skills should default to like half a dozen other skills.
And I was like, most of these don't even need to be here. Why are they here?
Well, a lot of those skills are there either because I had no idea what David was going to throw at us for this adventure, or because they made sense for what the character was supposed to be of a general all-around scientist and engineer.
Like, if I remember correctly, I believe you actually need first aid for you to get physician.
You do. Like, some of it's prereq, some of it is just all-aroundness. And it's not, and you've used some that I didn't expect to use. Like, I wasn't sure if xenobiology would come up, but you found a use for it in the last session.
Definitely followers, yeah.
Now, the one I expected to use that threw David for a loop was hyperspace physics.
Was it? I was reading up on subspace, given the aspects of it I was going to be using. I didn't expect anyone to have the skill.
No, again, it was a thing of the scientist character is sent on this mission because they have these skills. So it's like hyperspace physics is kind of the.
Now, I actually understood xenobiology. I was like, dude, we're going on an alien planet. We're going on an alien planet. Of course, there's probably going to be species we have no clue what they are. It's probably better to have. So that I'd be surprised if we didn't. Like, if we went to an alien planet and didn't run into any native species, then I'd be like, hey, what the fuck are we doing here? We didn't see a single bird, fucking space squirrel, nothing.
So yeah, That's what at least that's what I feel a well-rounded GURPS character is supposed to look like. Or they have like a huge clusterfuck worth of skills that give makes sense for like the character is like a scientist. They're going to have a crap ton of science skills, but to somebody who's not familiar with GURPS, you look at that and go, why so many skills? And they all feel so random.
I mean, no, I mean, they never felt random. They just felt like a lot. I was like, Jesus Christ. I hadn't seen, I must say, and I remember last time I did GURPS, I had like a shit ton of skills as well.
Yeah.
But I was like, I forgot how many fucking skills there are for this. And considering how my roles tend to go lately, GURPS is perfect for me.
Yeah. I think you actually have less skills than Sierra does.
Well, since she's a robot, I would assume that since she's an AI, I would assume that she has a fairly long and extensive list of stuff.
Oh yeah. And say she can't replace you, but she is a good backup for you in that regard. She's got a lot of technical and scientific, and a lot of computer skills and all that. Which is why she's been able to help you on some roles.
Okay. But yeah, I've missed GURPS. It is fun. I've always thought it was pretty hilarious system. Yeah, it's been fun to revisit it.
And for the most part, seems to be doing the world pretty well.
Yeah. I was kind of hoping that I would be touching on enough Halo-isms to kind of have things feel Halo-y, given the nature of GURPS, which I agree can probably meet the feel pretty well.
Someone like me who knows next to nothing about Halo, then I was like, okay, this is